Alright everybody, welcome back. It is Chad alongside with my partner in crime Brendo here, who is wearing the uniform of the other team in Los Angeles. But today we're going to be doing a little segment called Talkin' Baseball, and its first episode is going to be about our predictions for the MLB season. So while the season is in leeway here as we're waiting for the quarantine period to be over, Brendo and I have sat down, done our research, and we have put together our standing predictions for the American League and National League. So Brendo, I want to kick it off. Let's do the American League East. Give me your standing predictions there.
Alright, I got the Tampa Bay Rays winning. I've got the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, Orioles, and Blue Jays to follow.
Okay. And you got any team you want to talk about in that list there?
Yes, it's the Rays. The Rays bullpen and pitching staff is going to be key this year. Their lineup is a little shaky here and there, but when your pitching staff's that good, and the Yankees have had some injuries this year to deal with, and they can never stay healthy, so this is the Rays' shot to take advantage with these youngins.
Unironically, my same predictions for the AL East go Rays, Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, and Orioles. So Brent and I were on the same page there. I think the big reasoning for me why I picked the Rays to win it is just because of the Yankees' injuries. I mean, at this point, when the Yankees are healthy, everyone knows that they can be the best team in the league. But when you're missing Stanton, Judge, Severino, and a lot of the guys that you're depending on providing a lot of runs and innings for you are coming off of injuries, I'm not in a situation where I feel like I can put all my money on the Yankees winning the division. If this was recorded a month ago, I would have said the Yankees just because we didn't know about Severino and Judge. But the two recent news of those two guys, I mean, the Rays have been good the past couple of years, and I feel like this year is finally the year that they're going to make a run for it. I think that the Rays are a prime candidate for making a big-time trade at the trade deadline, especially if they want to bolster their pitching staff for the long run or get another big bat. Another key prospect on the Rays is Wander Franco, who could be coming up at some point. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but whenever he does, I mean, he's been the MLB pipeline number one prospect for a year and a half now. So whenever he comes up, they're getting the big guy. So we both agree on the Rays there. On to the AL Central. Who do you got there?
I got the Minnesota Twins winning it, with the Indians, White Sox, Royals, Tigers to follow. The Twins have always been consistent with their lineup all the way around. They do need a little bit of pitching help here and there, but I mean, Byron Buxton, if he stays healthy, and Donaldson, they're gonna go a long way.
I agree. I've got the Twins at the top, followed by the White Sox, Indians, Royals, and Tigers. I think you said it all with the Twins. I mean, they got tons of pop. Led the league in home runs last year, and now they're adding Josh Donaldson to the lineup, which is real nice. So I think that a full season of these guys doing what they're doing is going to be great. It's a really weak division, the past couple years especially. So they're just the best team by far. I think that in order for them to have a solid chance in the playoffs, that Jose Barrios is going to have to step up, because as of right now, he's their ace, he's their go-to guy. So he's going to have to be the guy who steps up, gives them a lot of innings this year, closer to 30 starts, and gets the job done. Another team in this division I really like is the White Sox. I think that they have been collecting these prospects and young players for the past couple of years now. They got Luis Robert in the farm system. Yohan Moncada, they just signed to a big extension. So they got a lot of young players on their team. They got a lot of trust in. Michael Kopech is back pitching in spring training. So I think the White Sox are the team of the future in that division, but not just yet. All right, on to the AL West. Finish off the American League. Who do you got?
I got the A's winning the division, with the Angels, Astros, Rangers, and Mariners to follow.
Okay.
Cheaters never win is my first thing. Cheaters never win. And the A's and the Angels, but I'm going to talk about the A's here. They've stayed very consistent. They haven't needed a big name to push them through. Their whole lineup batted over 240 last season. And Steven Piscotty is going to start the year hurt, but I mean, depending on when the season starts, they might be full health. Their pitching has always held down the fort for them, kept them in shape, so hopefully that continues for them.
I agree here. I've got the A's at the top, followed by the Astros, Angels, Rangers, and Mariners. I think that this division is going to be really exciting to watch this year because I feel that the A's, Astros, and Angels all have a really solid chance at making a run for it. I see the AL West being decided in the last month of the season, 5 or so games in between the 3 teams. I think the main reason I chose the A's is just because of the pitching depth that they have. They've got Jesus Luzardo, who's a rookie coming in this year, who's a big-time pitcher. They got Frankie Montas coming back. Lots of guys that were kind of sidelined towards the end of last season are coming back this year, and we all know that their lineup is pretty good. Matt Chapman, Ramon Laureano, Matt Olson, tons of good bats. So yeah, I like the A's. The only reason I didn't choose the Astros to win is just because everyone hates them. So I think that they're going to be the subject of a lot of controversy this year. And I just don't think that them winning the division is a likely possibility with all this going on. Okay, AL wildcard. Who are your 2 teams?
My AL wildcard is the Angels and the Yankees. I think no matter what with the Yankees, you can't hold them back because, injuries are going to hurt them, but they're still one of the best teams in the American League. And the only note I put down for the Angels is any lineup that's got Rendon, Trout, and Ohtani going 1, 2, 3 there, you can't get them all out. So that's
exactly.
gonna help them a lot this year.
Very nice. I choose the Yankees and Astros for the wild card. I think that both teams are really good, and it's just a matter of little things that mess up the regular season to make them not win the division, but they're still going to be in the wild card for sure. All right, on to the National League East. Who do you got?
National League East, I've got the Mets winning.
The Mets?
I got the Mets winning.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, no. Braves winning.
Braves winning. Okay.
I got the Mets in second, the Phillies in third, Nationals, Marlins. But I am going to talk about the Mets, is the thing.
Okay.
Is the Mets pitching staff. I printed out, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the screen, but it's got DeGrom, Stroman, Max, and new adds of Porcello and Waka, and that's without Syndergaard. And they're going to miss Syndergaard this year, but that pickup of Stroman last year is going to be super key, and their bullpen picked up Dylan Betances. So their offense is already set. It was a matter of if they could get some bullpen help.
Okay. All right. I've got the Braves at the top of the NL East, followed by the Nationals, Phillies, Mets, and Marlins. Only reason I don't have the Mets higher, I like what you said. They're a good team, but I think Syndergaard was just too important for me to leave out of that rotation. It's still a really good rotation, and I think I'm expecting a down fall off from Alonso and DeGrom this year. DeGrom is a great pitcher of a back-to-back Cy Youngs. It's pretty hard to replicate. And then Alonso had that 53 home runs rookie season. We all saw how Judge's second season went. So I'm hoping that he's different because I like Alonso, but I see a similar pattern to Judge. I've got the Braves winning. I feel like this is everyone's favorite team, one of the top teams in the league. They're super young, super energetic. They got Acuna, Albies, Swanson, all these young players at the top of the game. And I think that Freddie Freeman has been the best first baseman in baseball for a long time. You could talk about Bellinger, but he's more of an outfielder than he is a first baseman at this point. But I think Freddie Freeman's been doing it for 7-8 years now. That's pretty impressive. So I don't see any reason to knock the Braves out of first place there. All right, on to the NL Central. What do you got?
All right, might shock some people, but I've got the Cincinnati Reds winning. And I've got the Cubs, Cardinals, Brewers, Pirates to follow. Over time, 2 things here. The Brewers have fallen off a little bit. They've lost some of their pitching. They still got Hader, but they also lost Moustakas, and that's a big part of their infield. And the Reds picked him up. So the Reds have a strong lineup. Right now, MLB predicts that Aquino won't be in their starting lineup, but if he can be a little more consistent than what he was last year and keep that power, he should be good. Suarez needs to stay healthy. Their pitching is really solid. I think their whole division, no one's going to win more than 95 games. It's a very solid overall division, and it's hard to take over in that division.
I agree. Yeah, the NL Central has always been a pretty tough division to make it out of alive after the whole entire season. I mean, they've had a lot of wildcard teams the past couple of years, and a lot of games have come down the wire. I've got the Cardinals winning the division, followed by the Reds, Cubs, Brewers, and Pirates. I like what you said about the Reds. They got tons of pop, tons of young pitching. Luis Castillo is a big pitcher that everyone's been talking about that could be a chance for the Cy Young this year. But I think the main reason for the Cardinals, for me, winning the division is Jack Flaherty. I think that this is the year that Flaherty can take control, especially in that division. Playing the Brewers and Pirates a lot of times during the season is going to help him out. It's going to improve his his numbers, and I think that Flaherty, along with Buehler on the Dodgers, is poised to kind of take the next step and be the next wave of pitchers in baseball. I think that we've seen guys like DeGrom, Scherzer, those two aces have gone at it for a while in the National League, and I think that it's time for the next DeGrom and Scherzer to come up, and that's going to be Buehler and Flaherty.
I agree.
All right, on to the NL West, Brendo. What do you got?
You know who I'm starting with. I've got the Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks, Rockies, and Giants. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the Dodgers. Anytime you've got two MVPs in your starting lineup, it's hard to beat. They've got Will Smith and Gavin Lux, who are coming back for their sort of second season, who both had a hot take on their first season, but the bullpen needs to be resolved. They did pick up Blake Trinan, but bullpen's always been an issue for the Dodgers. But I don't know. I don't know if I like the Padres in this one. They made some good pickups, but they still need some help.
Okay, I agree. I've got the Dodgers here, followed by the Diamondbacks, Padres, Rockies, and Giants. I think that the saying "money can't buy you love" is true, but money can buy you baseball wins, and I think that's a perfect representation of the Los Angeles Dodgers. As much as I like to hate on them, since I'm an Angels fan, I have to respect that having two MVPs in your lineup is pretty impressive, and having a pitching staff that's got a former Cy Young and a future Cy Young is pretty impressive. I think that as long as the Dodgers stay healthy, there's nobody that can stop them. I think the Dodgers are a team that playing the Padres, Rockies, and Giants a couple times a year is going to make them in the 110-plus wins category. I think that's going to be their threshold this year. So, and then who do you got for the NL wild card here?
The NL wild card, I've got the Phillies and the Mets.
Okay.
I think the Nationals had their run, and I think they're going to be in third because they lost Rendon, and that's probably their biggest piece. Juan Soto can't do it all, and if McCutchen stays healthy and the rest of this lineup does as well, I think they should be good. They have Arrieta and Nola. They didn't pitch to their best of abilities last year, but they should fix it up. But I think the Phillies can hold a wild card this year and make that playoff run with Harper.
Okay. For my NL wild card, I've got the Reds and the Nationals. I think you said a lot of good things about the Reds. They've got lots of good pitching, lots of good bats, as we said. The Nationals, I think that at this point, it's Juan Soto's team to take over, and then them losing Rendon, of course, hurts. But you also talked about the Phillies, how they didn't pitch great last year. I'm banking on the Phillies not pitching and getting again good this year, and the Nationals taking over. So it's gonna be close between the Phillies and the Nationals. I don't see the Cubs. I don't see the Padres, Diamondbacks. I don't really see those teams in the hunt. I don't think they're as deep as the Nationals, Phillies, and Reds are. And in your case, the Cardinals being one of the other teams in there since you haven't won the division. So I think that the Central and East definitely have the premier teams when it comes to wild cards. So those are the guys I'm going with. All right, Brendo, any concluding thoughts you got here?
I would like to see if the Padres and or Nationals could pick up another offensive piece. The Padres need to pick up a pitching member, and then they could be very set. They're just missing a key leader there other than Paddock, who reached his innings limit really early last year, and that hurt him. So if those teams can get things that won't hurt them this year, they should be pretty solid as well. Maybe in the hunt.
Okay. My concluding thoughts are that I hope the Angels can play well. This is one of the seasons where I'm hoping that, given this a little bit more time off, that Ohtani is rehabilitating and getting back to his full potential. I hope my boys can pull it together and maybe knock off the Astros. I think all of Major League Baseball would be happy if the Angels took second place in that division and the Astros were third. That'd be real nice. So, all right, Brendo. Thank you for joining me, sir. That was a fun show, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you for having me.